Good evening, everyone. This is the third Zoom meeting, and your hosts for this night will be Maria and Kimberly, and myself. I'm going to MC, and we want to talk to you guys about a really important matter of the Triplex. So, in summation, our company, we are health and wellness, and the side effect is weight loss. But it doesn't happen for everyone, and it doesn't happen for everyone in the same timing. So what we talk to people about is blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation. I don't really know where to look.
I don't either. I can see all of y'all's pretty faces.
I know. I'm going to try and look forward. So with blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation, that tackles the three major things that cause disease, discomfort, illness, allergies, anxiety, depression. I could go on and on and on and on. So why do we talk about that? Is because if people are in it just for the weight loss, they're not really going to stick around to see if it helps them in the 6 months that it usually takes. It took me 6 months. It took my mom 6 months. Some people it takes less, sometimes it takes more time. It just depends on the body, where it is. So the most successful people in Triplex in Plexus recommend Triplex to everyone. And the reason for that is because we're tackling those three things. And also we are more focused on health and wellness versus weight loss. We do have weight loss products. We do have the accelerants. And Maria is going to go more into this, but we don't start with that for getting people healthy and weight loss and blood sugar balancing. So Maria is going to talk about the Triplex this evening, and Kim is going to talk about our boost and our accelerator, and I'm going to talk about X Factor. Maria?
Awesome. So, just wanted to touch bases on the Triplex combo, on how important it is to get our customers started on the Triplex combo, because we want to do what I like to say, clean house first. If we don't clean house in our bodies, then we won't give the other products that we try to use and all the healthy eatings and all the great supplements that we offer, like the X Factor and, boost and accelerator. We won't be able to let those really hit where we need to have them focus on. So speaking of the Slim will help with, of course, inflammation. It does help us. Hold on, I have notes here. See, I told you I'm gonna be all over the place. Now it helps us with our blood sugar levels. I did read, and I don't know if you guys noticed, Candace did post it's like a little wavy thing that if you don't eat, and how it works with your blood sugar. So if you don't eat, what happens is, let me pull it up. I'm sorry. I got a little off track here.
It's the blood sugar chart?
Yeah, the blood sugar chart on the Passion for Plexus. Candace posted it on there that if you, well, I can't find it.
Do you want?
Oh, yes. So I see it right here. So like, for instance, your blood sugar, the whole point is to stabilize your blood sugar levels. And why it's important, like if you eat and you don't eat, and if you eat regular food, or if you eat too many calories and too much food. So say you skip a meal, and what you just did is you restricted the calories and carbs that your body needs to energize your body, right? So your blood sugar is going to drop. So then, of course, that's going to make you want to eat food. It's going to want to make you, it's going to crave all the sugars that a lot of people say, I've been craving sugars, or I eat too many sweets. Then you've got your stable blood sugar. Well, if you have a stable blood sugar, what will happen is that your body will release fat. It will protect your lean muscle, and it eliminates the cravings that, you have, because you're actually eating healthy. Now, what if you eat too many calories or carbs in your meal? Then your blood sugar is going to spike and you're going to start storing fat. So we want to make sure that even if you're not diabetic, because, we know that Plexus all started in the very beginning for diabetics. And as a result of being on the Plexus Slim, they lost weight. Well, even if you're not diabetic, you want to be a part, or you also want to take the Slim, because we all have blood sugar levels. We all have to be stabilized, right? So also, whenever we have the Slim and we've got that stabilized energy all day, well, at night, guess what? We get to sleep comfortable. We can actually go to sleep because our body used all the energy we needed to all day, and at night we can actually rest. So, what's that?
It's a good point.
Oh, so also to keep in mind that with the Slim, it is not a meal replacement. It's not a diet plan. It's not a shake, so you don't take it in place of food. So it's not going to just, if I take this, I'm going to lose the weight. No, you still need to eat. You need to make sure you don't skip any meals because of what I mentioned earlier. Now, once we have our blood chemistry in order and making sure that, our blood sugar level is stabilized, then of course, I'm getting stuck. Sorry, ladies. So once we have that in order, then I'll go back to that here in just a second. Then moving forward to the ProBio and BioCleanse. So the importance of gut health. And I don't know if I know the people that I've talked to before, I've told you, look up leaky gut. A lot of us have different symptoms that we don't know where these symptoms come from. We always wonder, it's just something I'm gonna have to live with for the rest of my life. And well, with the ProBio, what it's doing is it's actually making sure that we get the good bacteria back in our body, because when we have all the food that we eat, all these toxins that we put into our body from medicines and antibiotics, we're killing all the good bacteria that we have in our body. So it makes it hard for our body to be where it needs to be, right? So that's where the ProBio comes into place to help us with our acne, help us with our anxiety, help us, with IBS problems, and I'm naming those because that's what it's helped me with the most. And plus it has that antifungal in there. So the antifungal will help with the candida yeast, right? Isn't that the biggest, I don't know if you want to call it a disease, but it's the biggest, what would you call it, Rachel?
Like a culprit. It's the biggest cause for all
what
this.
What is candida? Culprit. There we go. Yeah, it's the biggest culprit that we have in our body that's causing a lot of our unknown, or what I call mystery symptoms. Also, if our customers take the ProBio, that's really going to help a lot of the symptoms that they have, and it'll help heal them. It's going to clean house. It's going to get rid of all their toxins. And then that's when the BioCleanse comes into place. It'll actually help them. What's a good word? It'll actually make them be regular, and we want to get rid of all those toxins that we put into our body. And the BioCleanse is it's very gentle, of course, you've all noticed. So we want to make sure that our customers are taking it as well, because once we clean house, then we have made room for all the wonderful stuff that other products that not my other job, that Plexus actually offers. So I always recommend the Triplex combo just because it helps get their bodies ready for the next process, which is, probably weight loss, or just getting them stabilized in the weight that they currently have, or even the people that need to actually put on weight. So the Triplex combo is the first way to go. Oh, yeah. So who's next?
For sure. No, that's awesome. And you're 100% right, Maria. like I said in the beginning, those diseases and problems stem from, hold on, I gotta mute. Jays? Is this the Jays?
I did say Chase in there, but I corrected.
No, the Jays just jumped on.
Oh, it's probably Janet.
Okay.
I saw her a while ago.
Awesome. So basically the Triplex covers blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation. Those are the three main causes of all the diseases. Maria, do you mind just a little bit touching on your personal testimony? Because I just think it's so beautiful and so life-changing for you.
Sure. I was on Plexus back in February. The reason I started Plexus is because I needed something to help with my acne. And Libby can testify for me that how bad I had acne. And so my cousin Jasmine and I were talking about a probiotic because on Dr. Oz, they talked about gut health and talked about acne and talked about everybody needing a probiotic in their life. And of course, when I came across your testimonial, you told me about a probiotic. And so, you know what, that was the first thing that I said, you know what, I'm going to try it. What do I have to lose? 60-day money back guarantee. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Well, once I got on the products, within a week and a half, I saw a major improvement in my skin. And within maybe 2-3 weeks or so, I noticed a significant change in my IBS problems and my bloating. And I think a lot of my weight loss that I had was because I had a lot of inflammation and bloating, well, in my body, you know, and when with having just a Triplex alone, it helped me become normal or on a daily basis, if you know what I mean. My acne stayed, clean. Well, my face stayed clean. And I mean, inflammation in my body, I could, like I said, tell a difference. Because before, like I would touch my skin and you can actually see the inflammation that I had going on in my body. So, I mean, I don't see myself ever going back to where I was before, because I've been nothing but happy since I've been on Plexus. For my body, I've felt so good, so healthy. And I mean, if y'all know anybody that needs Plexus, please keep sharing because it's been amazing for me. So
will you talk about the PCOS?
Oh yes, PCOS. Well, when you have PCOS, it's considered polycystic ovarian syndrome. The reason I was diagnosed with PCOS is because I actually have cysts on my ovaries. And so while on PCOS, you do have quite a bit of symptoms with anxiety, IBS, acne is a big one. And of course, your irregular menstrual cycle. Since I've been on Plexus, I actually started my period, I guess, put it out there, 3 months after being on Plexus. And that's a big, huge thing for me, because after a year of not having something that you're supposed to get every month, that was a major victory for me. The happiest day of my life, because I didn't have to use metformin or the Provera or get on birth control or anything like that. As a matter of fact, the doctor had prescribed all those medications to me, and I got them and I have them still, but they're full right now because I haven't used them. And so I've felt really, really well being on Plexus and having it target, you know, the things that I've had going on with PCOS. So yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Praise God, man. That's amazing. We have so many people that are either given the option to take medication and they take it and then they end up on other medications, or Maria was smart and she was like, I think I want to see what I can do naturally. And just so y'all know, Maria was my customer for a week and a half and then she joined my team. So people join your team pretty quickly if they love the products after trying them. And she didn't have any weight loss. It wasn't weight loss for her at all. Now she's had, well, how long has she been on it?
5 months.
Yeah, I mean, initially when you joined and decided to kind of rock it, it wasn't about weight loss, right?
Oh no, not at all. For me, it was my acne and the probiotic. And for me, the weight loss is just, it's just icing on the cake for me. I mean, of course, who doesn't want to lose weight? I'll take it and I'll run with it. But for me, it's the weight, I mean, the acne and helping me with my PCOS symptoms for sure.
Awesome. I'm so excited for you. So I'm going to go into the X factor because I think it's important to talk about what happens when someone's taking the Triplex. So this is for y'all, for your customers, for education for you, and then also because as ambassadors, a lot of you were customers and turn ambassadors or even just started working the business, but you're taking the products too. You're products of the product. So we want to make sure you're getting what you need from taking the products as well. So any leaders need to be aware of anyone on their team. They still need to be checking in with them and seeing how their products are going so that they can educate them, and then their team can pass it down to their other team and their customers as well. It's all a chain of education. So personally, I like to get people on X Factor as soon as humanly possible with the Triplex. If people can afford it, I have them do the Triplex and the X Factor. They say to me, what about block? What about this? I say, first order of business, blood sugar, gut health, inflammation, and vitamins. There's a lot of studies that show that if you are vitamin deficient, you're going to have a really hard time losing weight because you're hungrier, your body's craving things, it's not in balance. It's almost like your body has to feel loved and well taken care of, and then it releases the weight. And that, I mean, that's just how it works. That's in any other circumstance. If someone loses a boatload of weight really quickly, they're doing it with a lot of stimulants and unnaturally, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to come back where they're not going to feel well. We're about, you'll feel great, and you'll lose weight later. So X Factor, why X Factor? The main reason is because the aloe vera, so it has a 300% rate of absorbency. So first and foremost, most vitamins, basically you just pee them out. We have a proven one that absorbs, but it stands to reason that if it's absorbing the nutrients in the vitamin more, it's probably absorbing your Slim better, your probiotic better, your BioCleanse better. And so kind of the buzz is that a lot of people, once they add the X Factor, they actually see more weight loss improvements than if they added the accelerator, because the Slim is doing its thing times 300%, if you will. So that's kind of just the theory behind it, but ultimately it's because everyone should be on a multivitamin. Our multivitamin is the bomb. And if you know someone that is not on a vitamin, you need to get them on a vitamin. And if they are taking a vitamin, then just say, when you run out, I want you to try mine. That's all I do. I say, okay, finish your bottle of whatever you're taking. And when you run out, please just give this a shot. Let's add it to your order. And they love it. Everyone loves the X Factor. Plus, oh my gosh, it's the first one for me personally that I can take a vitamin that doesn't make me nauseous. I've taken the chewables. I've taken the one that like was the prenatal that's not supposed to hurt your stomach way before marriage and all that, just because it was supposed to be gentle for you. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. They all made me nauseous. I would burp it and I could taste it. It was disgusting. X Factor, absolutely no discomfort, no nausea. You can take it on an empty stomach. I still have it with breakfast or lunch. And because the B12 gets absorbed, you get extra energy. B12 is an energy source. So elderly people, when they're B12 deficient, they have to have injections because the molecule's too big. And so ours has been tested that it went up by 1/3 and 2/3 the first month and second month, that someone who is B12 deficient, took it. So it's a game changer multivitamin, and I 100% say Triplex, X Factor if you can afford it, and then if not, then add it into the month that you can. X Factor, boom, boom. Okay, so Kim's gonna talk about the Boost and Accelerator. We have that new promo going out, so y'all are probably like, what's Boost? What's Accelerator? Kim's gonna break it down. I'm gonna do it again.
Go.
Oh, I have to unmute Kim. Sorry, babe. Sorry.
I'm like, unmute me, please.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. So the accelerator, I'll start with that. And I actually, like, I have Boost so that I can hold it up and be like, Boost. So anyway, I don't have accelerator. Accelerator is a sidekick to Plexus Slim. It is to accelerate the benefits of Slim, actually. Like, that's why it's its sidekick. It does curb appetite as well as will increase energy with natural caffeine, but is not a thermogenic. It does have a mood enhancer in the form of 5-HTP, which a lot of people want the accelerator over Boost just because of the mood enhancer. I personally haven't taken either of them, but what's funny is I have my accelerator customers and my Boost customers, and I feel like they each love the one that they're on. I've had a few people that started with the accelerator first and wanted to switch to Boost, which I think that is the best way to do it. And I also recommend at least like 4 days in between switching, to get either one completely out of your system. I've actually done a lot of research today on both of those, and it said to do that like either way. If you did Boost first and you want to try accelerator, or you tried accelerator first and you want to try Boost. So anyway, that was about accelerator. So Boost, it is a thermogenic, and it heats up the body to burn fat. This product will curb your appetite and increase your energy with natural caffeine. A lot of people, when they hear that it heats up your body to burn fat, they're like, oh no, I don't want my body to heat up. It's not like you legitimately feel your body heating up, just to let you know. And like I said, I haven't personally done it, but my hubby is my guinea pig with anything and everything Plexus. Because if I'm not pregnant, I'm nursing or I'm doing this or that or the other. So, he absolutely loves it. It's crazy how much he loves it. So, I would always, I'll say this about the two. Anyone who's older or has, a Monday through Friday, or even if they work, 5-6 days a week, a desk job, I would recommend accelerator over Boost. Especially a lot of people, or another thing, I just squirreled, any type of, like heart meds or anything that they're, went to their doctor and there's anything up with their heart, I would not suggest either of them, to be honest with you. I think Slim usually does the trick with them, because we don't want to give them or recommend them anything that's going to make their heart race. So, but yeah, Boost, it's a lot of more active people. I would say younger, but it's kind of like iffy on that. I would definitely recommend it to someone who's more active. Recommending Boost to someone that has a desk job, like Monday through Fridays or even Saturday, probably wouldn't recommend that. I would probably recommend accelerator, because I feel like they'd be sitting at their desk like,
I got in trouble. I was still working in an office when I started Boost, and I got in trouble for not being in my desk enough.
Yeah. See, okay, that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Why we would recommend, so flashback, whatever, a year ago, we would recommend accelerator for you, not Boost. That's what I mean. You kind of have to fill out your potential customer or even existing customer, because I have a lot of people that start off with the Triplex or the Fab 4, and they do want that added energy / weight loss boost. And so I basically just fill them out before I just say one or the other. Which like I said, it's kind of like half and half. So, but yeah, that's really all I have as far as the difference between the accelerator and Boost. So yeah.
Will you give your thoughts on the Triplex?
Absolutely. I think it's amazing. I don't care who you are. And I've even had people, well, I'm starting out, I would rather just, jump right into losing weight. Okay. I understand that. I would still recommend the Triplex. It's still going to help with that. You know, we need to get rid of all of those toxins slash candida overgrowth before we ever start putting all of, you know, the boost and all, you know, everything else in the mix. So if I have someone that is adamant on, you know, added energy slash wanting to lose weight quickly, I still recommend the Triplex overall. I've had a few people, you know, that order the Triplex and add boost and block or the accelerator. So my personal experience with the Triplex, I mean, I absolutely love it. It's first of all, it's 100% safe for me to take, you know, while being pregnant, while breastfeeding. You know, it's okay for me, okay for baby. You know, everyone's doing great. You know, it just, to me, you know, it's like I couldn't imagine living without it. You know, I didn't have Plexus whenever I was pregnant with Danica, and I see a huge difference now. I was weighing a lot more at this point. I'm actually 25 weeks today. So to break it down, I'm almost 6.5 months pregnant. I was a lot heavier by this point, and I was actually a lot thinner to begin with Danica. And, you know, just to have that natural energy helps. And then, of course, I was regular before I was on Plexus. So that, to me, like, you know, being regular, now it really hasn't changed anything. But I've just noticed my skin, the way I sleep. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's so many things I can't even really think of them right now. But overall, I mean, Triplex is the way to go. It's definitely, I don't care who you are. It's safe for anyone and everyone. I wish everyone would give it a try. And to me, with the 60-day money back guarantee, I think it's ridiculous that people don't try it. But yeah, like I said, I don't, you know, if people are adamant about adding booster accelerator from the get-go, of course, I'm like, that's fine. But I still recommend the Triplex. Like, I will always recommend the Triplex. I mean, you can't force someone to order something, but, you know, usually when I tell them that you at least want to do it for the first month, you know, to get rid of the toxins, the candida overgrowth that we all have, no matter how we eat, who we are. I mean, it is what it is. I always recommend it, like, always. So
You're a wise woman. I went to
only on Wednesdays.
Only on Wednesdays. I went to quite a few seminars and trainings when I first started Plexus, and I was Miss Pink. I mean, I made almost $2,000 a month on Pink Drink.
That is nuts.
Well, I didn't know. I was like, oh yeah, all this other stuff. I mean, I'm just being honest. And I went to Lori Harrison's seminar on Candida, and she talks about selling from your heart, so sharing from your heart, and what Candida causes. And I was just like, oh, what is going on? Like, and literally, because I started posting about other things besides blood sugar, people came out of the woodworks contacting me saying, I have this with my gut, I have this with my body, I have PCOS, I have thyroid. I'm like, I didn't know. I just thought Pink Drink and your blood sugar, you don't feel like passing out, you're not as hungry, you know. And I had no idea what we had in our hands. And the Triplex wasn't put together like that when I started. I'm like an old.
Well, I'll tell you this: when Dee first started the Pink Drink, that was really my way of like learning type thing. Was it a week, babe?
Yeah, the first week.
So it was the first week he just was drinking his Pink Drink. And like halfway into the week, he's like, babe, I have a headache. And I'm like, you know, you're good. Just, you know, keep doing what you're doing, whatever, you know. This, like I said, it was in the very beginning. And I mean, every single day, like it was just a horrible headache that wouldn't go away. And I didn't realize is that he was just drinking the Pink Drink. He wasn't taking the pills with it. So as soon as I realized, I was like, babe, you need, you know, the Triplex. It's a whole system. Like it all works hand in hand, which I have people all the time that want to just order BioCleanse or just order the Pro Bio, which to me, just ordering the Pro Bio 5, is legit. But like I said, I always recommend the Triplex. But as soon as he started taking BioCleanse and the ProBio 5, like basically the Triplex together, he like within like I don't know if it was the first day or the second day, his headache was gone. You know, it was able like and that to me, like that's the pink drink was doing its thing, and basically he just has all these toxins just chilling is the way I look at it, not actually getting rid of it. Because the best way that I put it to make it into, you know, I say layman's terms to people, is that ProBio 5 collects all the junk everywhere in your body, candida overgrowth, all the toxins, and bottles it up like this in your body, and then BioCleanse puts it on its back and takes it out.
Ah, that's awesome.
So
I love it.
They all work hand in hand, and that, like I said, that's really why I always recommend the Triplex. So
I love that. Isn't that funny? Maria, I need to unmute you. You're muted. Okay, you're unmuted now, Maria. Yeah, no, that's awesome. So we are sharing this with you guys because we want to empower you, inform you, educate you. Did you mute yourself? Empower you, inform you, and educate you on how to get the best results for your customers, how to get the best results for yourself. So I'm just going to recap it. Triplex for everyone.
everybody
In the club getting Triplex. Okay, yes. X Factor. See? Yeah, but you muted yourself. Unmute. I'm unmuting you. Don't mute yourself. Triplex, X Factor, and then let's add in a little booster accelerator if we need to. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not taking a multivitamin every day, you don't need to be taking an accelerant. That's my philosophy. And the probiotic is going to get all the junk out, collected, and out. And if you're not pottying 3 times a day, that's important. Very important. All of y'all listening to this call, 2 to 3 times a day, every day. Every time you eat, needs to come out. So you need to up your BioCleanse, change your probiotic. And that's what we leaders are here for. Whoever brought you in and sponsored you is going to help you get the results that you need, as long as you communicate with them what you need positively and effectively. Then we'll be able to help you. That's what we're here for. So we want to open it up to questions.
I have one more thing to add.
Oh, yes.
I just realized that nobody touched this base, and I feel like it's pretty important, especially when you have all of us that are wanting to do this, you know, big. If you ever have a customer come to you about like them feeling cruddy, or, you know, like, why did you recommend the Triplex to me? Oh my goodness. So candida die-off, y'all, is no joke. One thing I always recommend if anyone is feeling crappy, and that's another thing, I haven't actually felt that, you know, the candida die-off symptoms, but my hubby has. So, you know, he increases water intake, and along with that, was taking, you know, like, to me, the directed, I have some people that never take the Triplex as directed. It is completely up to the person that is taking it, how they want to take it. For instance, you know, like, it's recommended to take 4 BioCleanse a day, you know, 2 and 2. And then 2 ProBio 5 before night. I actually take 1 and 1, and then, you know, like 1 BioCleanse in between meal, and then another BioCleanse in between meal, and then 1 ProBio 5 at night. So that's why I was saying some people don't ever take it as directed. I've only had it a couple times. I mean, of course, I had it in my face with my hubby, and he was like, well, I'm taking it as directed. And I'm like, well, babe, obviously your body, you know, the candida die-off is what the symptoms were. Because he was just like, this sucks. I'm like, I bet. So, you know, always recommend increasing their water, and then just like halving their, what they're doing as far as the Triplex system. So, it's definitely,
water.
as far as that.
water. That's what Candace is saying.
Yeah.
Half your body weight.
Yeah, increase the water. What does it say? Die off symptoms. Increase. Oh yeah, increase BioCleanse and decrease ProBio. I actually haven't ever heard that before. That's probably a really good way as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just had D basically from him taking 4 BioCleanse a day. He was taking 2, and then taking 2 ProBio, he was just taking 1, and then increased his water intake by quite a bit, and he felt a lot better. So I haven't actually had any customers really talk about the Candida die-off.
Well, one of the ways that I avoid that happening is I basically tell everyone to start with just 1 of each. And I've had people get die-off because they listen to the bottle and not me. And y'all, that's going to happen. You can help your customer and you can hold their hand and you can love them so well and they're going to do whatever they want. And so you just have to be there to encourage them and be like, that's okay. We can start over. We can reduce it. Are you drinking your water? Like, what can I do for you still? You can't get frustrated because people don't always listen. I mean, there's a really great graphic, and I'm going to post it on the team page to make sure everyone has it, that shows when people can take it. But it's different for everyone. I mean, when I first started Slim, I got headaches. And it was because my blood sugar was really, really out of whack. And so I had it with lunch because I need to have food in my system. And now I have it first thing in the morning. So everyone's going to be different with the Triplex. But the first thing is I say Slim for the first day on its own. And then 1 ProBio and 1 BioCleanse during the day. And you can choose when you're going to take that. It's up to you. You can take them together. Just to start, you can take them together at night. You can take them separately. I like BioCleanse at bedtime. I take 2 at bedtime. I sleep so well. Oh my gosh, I love my BioCleanse so much. And I wake up and I feel high and I have a really flat tummy and I love it. So that's what I would say to that is start everyone off really slowly. I'm very conservative in how I start people off to avoid the Candida die-off. That's just me personally. Okay, yay. Okay, so I'm going to unmute and I really want to open this up. I want to hear y'all ask some questions because every time we do a call, we get questions and text messages and on the team page, and we are more than happy to answer them, but we are here right now for you to help you answer questions. So I'm going to unmute everyone. Ready, everybody? Everybody's up? Okay. Questions, please. And if you're going to ask a question, if you'd be so kind to show your video, that would be phenomenal.
Okay, so I have a friend, she's started a no-carb diet, and she was talking about how she needed energy because all the carbs that she wasn't taking in, I guess, was giving her energy. So what would I recommend? Like, I told her for sure, well, I know Triplex, but I don't know, for some reason, Triplex just seems to be too expensive for everybody. And I try to, like, tell them, well, if you do your monthly add-ups, like, as far as sugar and Cokes and all that, it comes about the same. And they're just like, well, let me think about it and all that stuff. But anywho, what can I recommend to her? Like,
I just want to touch on the financial, and then maybe one of y'all can do the recommendation.
Wholesale.
Basic, but actually, if you look at it and you're starting conservatively, people aren't going to run out of that BioCleanse for a while, and they're not going to run out of ProBio. So the only monthly cost is the Slim when you first start. And so that's why I tell people, I say, okay, so you've got a 6 to 8 week supply of the ProBio and the BioCleanse. It's just the Slim that's going to be your first monthly amount. And the next month we can modify it and just take it off because you want them to do preferred, obviously. So we can modify it and then remove the ProBio, the BioCleanse. But the BioCleanse, it takes a while to get through. I take 2 a day. And I mean, I can't clear one of those 121 or anything. It takes a while. Shane and I share it. So that's one of the selling points is that it's not really monthly. The only thing that you need to make sure you stock up on each month for sure is the Slim. And then the other thing is what Kim said is the wholesale option. I mean, people don't have to sell, but if you know that you can take the Triplex, the wholesale is great because it's $109 for them each month. I don't recommend wholesale if they don't want to sell it and they're not going to get the triplex because they're not going to hit their PV. They're not going to get paid on their products and you won't get the points. So triplex is a really great wholesale option for sure. And then on the carbon energy part, Kim?
Well, I was actually just going to say that I mean, the way that I wouldn't recommend a no carb diet for anyone. You know, like there's definitely healthy carbs. So, I mean, as far as that goes, but I mean, that's probably just how that person lives their life. So, unless it is just a diet, not a lifestyle.
It's a diet, like, so is it no breads or is it no carbs, like fruit, vegetables? Because fruits and vegetables are carbs.
No, she'll do fruits and vegetables, just like no breads, pastas.
Oh, I do that periodically. That's not going to affect your energy. In fact, your energy should be more level because you're not giving it sugars. So bread converts to sugar. Pasta converts to sugar. Everything converts to glucose. And so I actually think she's misunderstood on what her energy source is.
Candace actually just texted a good well, whatever, has good advice as far as from what she has seen when people do a low carb diet and then they get off of it, they gain their weight back. Meaning like triplex and block all the way. Which I myself, I didn't have Plexus in my life at the time, but I've actually lost 50 pounds. Like I was a bigger girl, and I completely cut carbs, but it was what you're talking about, bread and pasta, and that type of stuff. It wasn't fruits and veggies is what I basically lived off of, and grilled chicken and all of the above. So I definitely know that you can do it, but it was a lifestyle. Like it wasn't a diet. I guess you could say it was a lifestyle.
I did that for the wedding and I gained it right back as soon as I ate bread and butter. I mean, Libby, that's how I found Plexus. I dieted and then I ate again.
Yep.
And from a 4 to a 10 because my body had been conserving all of my food as soon as I started eating, it was like starvation mode. So what I would actually do with your friend is advise her to be careful with the no carb and educate her on what actually an energy source is. You can even Google like what gives energy. It's proteins, it's good sugars, it's vegetables. But it's having for dinner, grilled chicken, vegetables. Not having carbs is 100% not going to make her not have energy.
Okay.
Wait, is she taking any of the Plexus products?
No.
Okay.
I guess she's asked me if I've had samples, which I don't, but I can always give her some of mine.
Yeah, I mean, we can't do the samples of the ProBio and the Bio Cleanse, but we can definitely do, obviously, the packets of Slim. But, I mean, if she wants to just be like, you can eat carbs and take block. That's what I do. I mean, carbs and I were not the best of friends. It goes straight to my bum. But I take my block.
My bum. Me bum. It goes straight to me bum.
I'm a quick carbs person. I gave up sugar right now, but that's because I want to get my carbs.
Oh, okay.
That's what I would say to you, Libby. 100% is the block would be her best friend and she could eat carbs.
That's how
the block.
Block it like it's hot.
Libby, do you know about the block?
Not really. Like I've heard of it, but I haven't really. It's not something I have looked into quite yet.
Who wants to talk about the block?
So block is amazing sauce. Then again, I mean, it's another product that I haven't used yet, but D loves it. As far as, I mean, he eats pretty good, to be honest with you. But of course, me being pregnant and having my cravings of I want pizza or I want pasta or whatever, which does happen, not all the time. But block actually it does what it's called. It blocks 48% of your carb intake, which it doesn't end up turning into sugar, which then turns into fat. So it's definitely, so blocks 48% of sugars and starches from converting to glucose. I love you, Candace.
She's so cute. It uses white kidney bean and seaweed. And so what it does, I learned this in a seminar, one of the Plexus events I went to, Libby. The sugar molecule binds with whatever's in block, and it makes it too hard for your liver to process and convert to glucose. I mean, it's absolutely fabulous. It's what got me through the holidays. I was smaller after the holidays than before, and I ate. My dad's a chef. He makes pig cheese and foie gras. It's ridiculous. And duck, I mean, really rich, heavy foods. And I was blocking it. And on top of that, when it first came out, I'm actually one of those people that's like, I don't know if I believe that. All the people on stage at Leaders Retreat were like, I lost this on block. So hubby and I bought it, and we ate pasta for a week for dinner just to see what it would do, and we both lost 3 pounds.
Yep.
Really?
You definitely, like, I see it in D. I don't know it, like I said, personally, but I see that, he'll take it 30 minutes before we go to wherever, let's just say Luigi's or Maggiano's or someplace like that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't eat near as much, like, of his pasta or bread with olive oil or whatever. I'm over here like, and he doesn't eat, like, hardly any of it. It's crazy how it actually works.
Does Lyric love carbs? Kimmy, does Lyric love carbs?
Yes. I'm definitely going to blame it on Lyric.
Blame it on Lyric. So, Libby, does that help?
Yes, it really does help a lot. And so can one take boost or accelerator with block?
Yeah, they're different. There's actually slim
Absolutely.
block accelerator combo, slim block boost combo that people can get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really helped out a lot. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yay, I'm glad we could help.
We like to hear that. You're doing amazingly.
You are.
Your face.
Your posts are amazing.
Oh, they're so good. Hey, do you have a questions?
I have a question.
By the way, Christy Silver. Do you have your cup?
Yeah.
Y'all.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of, because we have another silver ambassador on here. Candace,
Silver. Candace, you got your cup.
Congratulations. Let me see where my husband put it.
Candace! Woo, woo.
Candace is silver.
Yay, good job.
Now I can't wait to see her in person, give her a big old hug, and give her a cup.
I know. And your cup, you got your cup finally.
Yes.
Christy's looking for her cup. Hers is different.
Because she's different.
Ah,
Oh, hey.
Sparkly, pink,
I like that.
silver Plexus.
isn't that pretty?
Isn't it adorable?
I do like that.
Pull it back a little bit. Pull it
I
back.
mean,
All Plexus pink. It's pretty.
It's beautiful.
I'm going to take pretty pictures of it with my pretty face whenever it gets prettier. No, I got to make the cup look good. Or maybe the cup will just make me look good. I don't know. But my question was for the block and the boost and accelerator. Would you recommend the boost more for people that are looking for energy? Is that kind of the one that kind of gives you more of a boost of energy?
Okay.
The accelerator, or which one would you recommend?
Okay, if you're basically, I always try to fill anyone who's wanting the extra energy or / weight loss part of it. I always try to fill them out. And the reason why I say that is because it kind of depends on what, their job. Like I probably would not recommend someone who has a desk job boost.
Like a stay-at-home mom.
I'm tired.
Stay-at-home mom? Heck yeah. Boost it up. Boost
Okay.
it up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, as long as like I said, as long as they're not, they're healthy as far as like not taking any heart medications, they're good to go. But yeah, stay-at-home mom for sure. They're gonna love it.
Okay, sounds good.
So,
Not tons of energy. So Boost uses Paraluma fimbriata. It's a cactus plant that's indigenous to some tribe and whatever place. I had it down. But Paraluma fimbriata, it's a cactus plant, and essentially they found out that they were less hungry, they were less thirsty, and they had more energy. And so they put it into Boost. And it also has tangerine peel for energy. Yep. It's really worth looking into the ingredients. It really is. And I mean, I personally think it's very, it helps you grow if you go on to the website and look up each ingredient individually and understand why. Once you understand why Plexus puts the ingredients that it does, like you have so much more faith and love for Plexus because you're like, oh, this ingredient, this does this. And you'll see like articles and it talks about an ingredient and it's like, oh, of course Plexus has it in their products because they really do care and they really do take the time to do the research and put the stuff in there. And so this is awesome. But Accelerator does give energy too. And it's a metabolism booster. And sometimes moms are a little bummed out. And so they might need that 5-HTP. It's a serotonin booster, Christy.
Uh-huh.
So you ask them, I mean, how are you feeling?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know,
That sounds good.
are you feeling
Yeah, I had somebody talk about the product or the ingredients in the body cream yesterday. They were concerned about putting charcoal on their face.
Oh.
And I was
It's
trying
amazing.
to convince her, but I don't know if I convinced her. She's a nurse. She said, I know the benefits of putting, charcoal in like your body whenever, people are having issues in the emergency room.
Yeah.
But she couldn't figure out why people would put it on their face for, or on their bodies for cosmetic purposes.
I would Google it and find an article. There's several because all the spas are using activated charcoal.
Yep. Like
Yeah, I found some good websites that talked about it and sent it to her, but I don't know. She's like, to each their own, and so I said, well, yeah, I guess that's true, So
Candace is saying the activated charcoal pulls toxins out of skins the same way that it pulls out the toxins when you're in the hospital.
yeah, no, I was reading about that. I mean, I was all for it, but I couldn't figure out. I don't know. I was like, I don't know what to tell her, but I
that's
sent her the information I could
what it
find,
looks like.
and
Like on my hand.
It's gray.
it is gray.
It's totally gray.
I would have thought it was white.
It's actually, yeah, it's great. No, it's amazing. Actually, like Lancome, I'm trying to think of other brands that just released like how new products that are that have the active ingredient of charcoal in it, and talking about all the amazing benefits. So that might actually be a good thing or a good way is to find other companies that are doing it because ours, I mean, blows them out of the water.
Right.
So
Well, and I was trying to tell my sister to put it on hers because she's pregnant, and she's asking for something for stretch marks. She's like 18 weeks. And so I was telling her about the body cream, but she said, obviously she wants to talk to her doctor first and whatnot, but that's kind of where the conversation started. And then her nurse friend was asking about the charcoal. So anyway.
another thing, like when you rub it in, it actually turns white. Like, I don't know if you get like white like lotion. You see this layer?
Oh, yeah.
So it literally, I love you, Candace. It just goes on gray, and then you rub it in, and it's just like regular lotion.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it has a really nice, clean smell to it. Like, honestly, I can't believe I haven't ordered it sooner. Like, it's just amazing.
I know. I want to get some.
So there was a lady, Christy went away again. There was a lady that used to use creme de la mer, which do y'all know how much that is? It's like $100 something per jar. She totally uses body cream now instead.
That's awesome.
People use it on their face as their face cream. It's an anti-aging. It's got the spirulina algae, the activated charcoal. Those are two very key ingredients for anti-aging and skin repair. People with acne, oh my goodness, do they love it.
She said that what is the Plexus that she can use because she needs to lose about 40 pounds.
Wait, I'm lost.
Okay, so is that you, Janet?
Janet, is that you?
No shit. I did have one of my friends that out like this.
Hello?
Hello?
What's going on?
Janet?
Yes, I'm here.
Is that you asking that question, sweetheart?
About which is the fastest weight loss or which one?
Okay, it was you. I just wanted to make sure. So someone who's wanting to drop 40 pounds is, I would, like how I was saying, and this is just me personally. Everybody does, everybody runs their business differently. But I would definitely recommend them starting out with the Triplex and just adding the boost or accelerator. Probably boost, depending on.
Don't forget the X factor.
Well, yeah, yes, that too. But yeah, like I said, I always like to fill them out as far as like the accelerator or the boost. But triplex overall, and then just add one of the two.
And maybe like Slim, the drink, and then the accelerator, because she has more of an office job. So probably the boost would be.
Well,
like
the triplex is actually made up of the Slim, the Pro Bio 5, and the Bio Cleanse. So then if it's somebody that has a desk job, I would just recommend accelerator along with the triplex. And of course, you are going to get, that looks pretty expensive even as a preferred customer. A lot of people don't realize that after their third order ships, they get another 10% off. So, just be clear about that. As well as if anyone ever talks about, the money situation, I always offer them the wholesale option as far as joining my team. So, because when people say, I can just join your team, like, just to get my products at wholesale, like, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, my mom's on my team, and she literally, she's in love with Plexus, and she just gets her products at wholesale each month. Like, she doesn't care to sell it, obviously, is what I'm getting at. She just wants to be able to get her products sent to her each month at the cheapest price possible. So.
Awesome. Okay, I will let them know. Thank you.
You're welcome, doll.
You're welcome. But yeah, weight loss starts with triplex. Because what the girls were saying is it just rids your body of the toxins. It gets everything out. It basically resets your body for weight loss.
Yep.
You know how people do those cleanses? They're like, I'm going to do a cleanse and I'll lose all this weight. It's the same idea of getting your body clean, but it's a natural, healthy way, balanced blood sugar, good gut health, no inflammation. Okay, now we'll start to lose the weight. Yes. Any more questions? Everyone's unmuted that needs to be. I'm unmuting everyone again just to make sure if there's any more questions. So everyone, you're unmuted. Christy, you good on your questions, honey?
I am good. That was my question of the day.
Awesome.
I love that you ask questions. Thank you. Candace, do you have any questions? Because we can read it and then talk it out. Or maybe Candace wants to teach us how to do this.
I know. Well, she is so full of knowledge. I'm pretty sure she's good.
I was trying to think of one, but I already know everything. No, just kidding.
She didn't say that, but
Amazing.
let's be real. She's very knowledgeable. So,
this girl, I tell you what. Okay, so the J's, Janet, you feel good? Party for the party, you're all good?
Yes.
Maria, beautiful Maria's tardy for the party.
That's funny.
Okay, well then I think we're good. I think we've had a wonderful call, and I hope that everyone got what they needed and feels more educated and ready to just rock. And you all are doing amazing. I know some of you are going to see this recorded. I look blue on my thing, but y'all are going to see this recorded, and I just want to encourage you. You're doing amazing. We're so proud of all of you. The fact that you're watching this video is a really big deal, and I know that some of us keep answering you with, hey, can you post it on the team page, or will you watch the video? It's because we want to empower you to learn so you can teach your team. If we can't feed you the answers, then you're not really going to learn and grow necessarily, but we'll help you when we can, but we want you guys to be able to source them yourself. And I'm going to say it again, plexuspowertools.com.
Boom, chakalaka.
You need it. $10. Really nice guy puts it together for us. Candace says she loves Plexus Power Tools. Every single product is on there. The description, the ingredients, the why of the ingredients.
It is thebomb.com.
Images, templates of what you can send to people, like everything. So many questions that I get, I'm like, oh yeah, no problem, I'll answer that. However, it's also on plexuspowertools.com. So not to sound like an ad, but it will really, really help you grow your business if you get on that. So we're excited for everyone. Anyone in Dallas, I want you to really, really make coming next Thursday, July 30th, event at the Perot Museum a priority. This is something about strength, performance, and endurance and how Plexus helps that. It's going to be an absolute game changer for your business. You're going to be able to target a new demographic of people that are performance enhancing. They're using, I guess they're called performance stacks of stuff, and people are throwing out their performance stacks to use our products, and it's predominantly the Triplex. So that's pretty darn cool to think about how the Triplex is helping people, even with working out that have nothing to do with weight loss, that just want to build muscle. Chromium. So Dallas, July 30th, Perot Museum. If you want to meet, we're going to do dinner at Mesa Maya at 5 o'clock before. Maria was there. Have a little avocado. What did y'all have? An avocado margarita? I don't know. It's supposed to be really yummy. But it sounds healthy. It's avocados.
I'm so jealous I can't be there to go.
I know, Christy. We're going to get you to a Denver event ASAP.
Yeah, but none of you pretty ladies will be there.
Aw, you're so sweet.
I'm going to be in Denver. We're going to hang out. I'm going to be in Denver the 7th through the 9th for that contest that I won. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be there. We're going to make it happen.
Perfect.
We will make it happen. All right. Big hugs. Good night. Everyone's amazing. Thank you for getting on the call. Everyone that's on this call, you're going to show up and you're going to go up and you're going to grow. And we're going to see you at the top. Yay.
Whoop,
Good
whoop.
night, everyone.
Night, everybody.
Okay, I'm ending now. 3, 2.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye-bye.